There is a cup game. Northampton in the first round of the EFL Cup on Tuesday night, 7:45 kickoff. Alfie, have you got to go to this one? You going to be there?
Well, I don't have to. I'm looking forward to it. But I'll be there. I'm excited for it.
My first question. Anyone fussed about this game? It's kind of like
I think it's a footnote in a much bigger picture. Obviously, let's not forget the last time we had a Carabao Cup first round game, got absolutely smashed 3-1 by Gillingham, and it could have been worse. Let's be honest. So I think the difference this time is Will Steele's not going to make 11 changes. I think he wants to win this game. I think he wants to build a bit of continuity. So I think he will keep a good few of the players that are fit enough to go again. I think they'll start again. Taylor Harwood-Bellis should be able to play a part in the game. Charlie Taylor should be able to play a part in the game, whether that's from the start or as a sub. So that'd be nice to welcome a couple of players back who were obviously, Charlie was a captain during pre-season, and we know how good Taylor is. He'll offer competition to Ronnie Edwards, but he'll take Ronnie Edwards' place, I'm pretty sure, as soon as he's fit. It's not the be all and end all. I don't think anybody cares how far we go in the Carabao Cup this year. I don't think it matters in the slightest. But you want to build that winning feeling, make winning a habit, and this is an opportunity to do so at a League One team. Colin Calderwood is their director of football, interestingly, and Kevin Nolan is their manager at the Cobblers. So a couple of names that we'll be familiar with.
I mean, Alfie makes a fine point there, Glenn. It's about just getting another win, isn't it? Another game, and just there's some plenty to work on from the weekend and things to take into Tuesday night for those that are starting again.
Yeah, I guess so. But I still would be surprised if we don't see quite a few changes. It's just the way football works these days. It's
McCarthy in goal.
I think McCarthy will play in goal. I think you'll probably see people like Nathan Wood play. Moses Sasay might play. Matsuki will probably play. I can see I can see them maybe playing someone like Ross Stewart, but then he might be. I mean, in my opinion, he should be earmarked to play the next league game. Because personally, I think he should be the central striker, and that would give Damien Downs a bit of time to get up to speed. Ross Stewart would inevitably need to come out of the side after about 4 or 5 weeks, just to protect him a little bit, by which time Downs will have got up to speed a little bit. So maybe it's a game to give Ross Stewart some minutes from the start to get him ready for that Ipswich game. But no, I'm quite confident we'll have enough to beat them. We got drawn against them in both cups in 2009, if anyone remembers that.
Did we win both games, Steve?
We won both games.
Right.
We won both of them.
I tweeted about this at the time. There's a stat to do with that. I'll see if I can find it. I think it's a better stat, but please carry on.
I'll give you a couple of minutes to find that. Steve, whatever we put out on Tuesday night really should be enough to get that done, do you think?
It should be, yeah, but you kind of still need the right attitude. It's very easy to get.
I think we definitely have that this year, right? I think maybe in previous years.
I mean, we'll wait and see on Tuesday night, won't we? It's one of those where players that know their reserves, maybe you struggle to motivate yourself a little bit more. I don't know, but there is one other name connection, by the way, in this game, and that's Sam Hoskins, Saints Academy graduate who actually had his testimonial for Northampton this summer. That's how old all of us are. So he's been there 10 years now and is still playing, and I think is still their top scorer, which is fairly impressive going. But yeah, I think it's one of those games where you get some minutes in the legs of some players that are lacking it a little bit, but you want to see players sticking their hand up and saying, "I deserve to be involved on Sunday," because we've got big games coming up, and you're going to start having these midweek rounds of league games relatively soon, and you're going to have to be chopping and changing a little bit to keep people fresh. And if the manager sees you kind of tossing it off in a Carabao Cup game, then you ain't going to get considered for these later league games. And especially, I mean, you got the Pompey game, a month away.
Yeah.
That's
also proved
that's a game they should all want to play in.
He's also proved at the weekend that actually, if you are on the bench, you've still got a role to play. And maybe that starting at 11 isn't perhaps as set in stone. Let's cross to Alfie for stat of the week.
Sorry, I apologise. It's actually really, really boring. But they've only played Northampton Town 4 times since 1965. They drew them in both the League Cup and FA Cup in 2004 and 2009. So there you go. That's the stat. They've played 4 times, both times in the same season, both cups. So we'll get them in the third round, hopefully.
I've got another one.
Cheers.
So
Oh, my
yeah,
word.
the 2-0 Carling Cup game 2009 is Ricky Lambert's debut,
And he
There you
scored. There you
and he
go.
scored after about 15 minutes. So there you go.
Brilliant.
And in the FA Cup game, Papawago scored. Remember him? God, he was an idiot.
Yes.
20 miles offside. Never seen anything like it.